Hello and welcome back to my walkthrough to Crash Bandicoot here on the Crash Bandicoot Sane Trilogy, and in this episode we get the Stormy Ascent Platinum Relic. Now, rather than provide a fail montage as I've done for previous Relic runs of this series, Stormy Ascent deserves its own type of video. The sheer number of tries this took me would have made the lab balk in horror. It took me forever. So rather than stitch together over 3 hours worth of fails, I thought I'd make this, which is a walkthrough essentially to getting this Platinum Relic. I'm not talking about how to get world-beating times, or world records, or incredibly fast times. I just want to show you how to nab that precious Platinum Relic. We're going to start off with the start, as you would expect, and I find this the most important part of the run. You need to practice all aspects of the run, so being able to clear the first climbing section fast is really, really important. We start here with a weight. We need the retracting stairs to be down when we grab the clock. Now in this run, the actual run, I actually make smaller jumps at the start, which puts me in a sync to jump from the lower of these 2 retractable stairs all the way across to the next ledge, and then immediately proceed upwards. These next few jumps are relatively simple, but we do need to be looking ahead to the next lift. Once we hit this lift, we need to be moving fast, because we need to quickly run to jump off this scientist enemy and land on the next lift. We're now out of sync with these set of platforms, so getting this 2-box quickly doesn't really matter, because we'll never catch this lift coming up and down. We jump off the bird, make our way, and this is up to the top, and now we can immediately, after hitting that 2-box, jump onto this swinging platform, and we get across to here. Hitting that clock at around 49:08, so 49 seconds is a good sort of reference time if you're wondering. I'm now going to show you an unsuccessful run, and the reason for this is I think it's really interesting to show you that 2 different starts can actually give you a successful run. Here you'll notice I made bigger jumps at the start, but this means I'm out of sync with these retracting steps, which means I actually have to wait twice in a row. I wait once for the steps and then once for these platforms here. However, you can make a jump from the lower of those 2 retracting steps all the way onto the lift. Now these jumps up here continues as previous. We again jump off the scientist, but now what you'll see is despite missing the earlier jumps, we're now in sync with these rotating platforms, and a smart jump off the 2-box gets us straight onto the lift. However, we cannot go straight from this 2-box jumping onto this platform. We need to briefly wait, but what we'll find is when we hit our timer box, we'll find that's actually 48 seconds. So actually faster than the original. Going back to the successful run, and this is probably the hardest part of the run, so I'm slowing it down for us here. We need to jump wait for the steps to extend so we can jump onto them, then jump onto here. Wait to the top of the cycle in order to jump to here, then jump immediately up onto the next ledge. Then dodge the scientist's potions, land on the ledge, and kill him in order to make this jump onto this horizontal platform. And being fast enough to get onto that platform is really, really tight. But it's almost necessary since we need it in order to make the next obstacle. Now again at full speed. I had previously waited on the circular platform coming here, waited on this platform, but I found that making those quick jumps through the middle is actually much faster. We can now breathe, because now what we can do, the reward for making it so far is an easy pathway through this obstacle, which is incredibly difficult if we don't do the fast path that we did previously. These next few jumps are nice and simple, but after we get past here, we'll find our Akus are now going to come into play. We're going to drop down after this platform, probably take damage, usually take damage, and then you make your way through this pretty tough section. I'm taking it slow here because I don't want to lose another Aku. You only get 2 in the level, it's important to keep them. Once you get down to the bottom, you must wait because this platform always takes longer than you think. Dropping down at the earlier section is actually, you can actually sometimes avoid losing damage, and then you can be much more aggressive falling down that section. Now I wait here because I always want to try and I just want to have a little breather, and this scientist will never interrupt your jumps, and that lift will always come down to meet you. We then make 2 jumps to the left, get onto the circling platform, and then immediately jump off. Now, once we get to this lift, if you jump onto the top of the 2 steps there, you can go for a quick dash over the 4 retracting stairs. But if not, if you jump on the bottom one, you cannot, and you have to wait an extra cycle. These quick jumps, I take a nice little break just to make sure that I line them up right. They're really easy to lose health on because of those spikes, so just be aware, having an Aku is really helpful at this point. I again wait here for a little longer. We're getting to the top of the run now, and so it's really important that we don't die. These runs are very long. And indeed, I sort of take it a little too far. I wait forever here trying to get to the right time, and then, even then, still fail. I actually take damage here, which is a bit silly. But we then quickly get through the next section of enemies. Now, I always like having these birds running away from me because I then know that I will definitely always be able to land on the platform, so I do a little wait there. We get across this next obstacle, and then we have to wait before we can jump onto this spiraling platform. Now these last birds, they have relatively large hitboxes, so you should be able to hit them from most any position. I only just make it onto the final ledge though. But then we can quickly dash through the last time box, and there we have it. Stormy, Ascent, Platinum Relic.